Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Create with Suji. Today we are going to see how we can make a handmade journal diary with old and reusable materials in our home. There is a lot of way to make a book. I'm here using one among them. I will make sure to upload more ways to make journals and many other DIYs in upcoming weeks. For that, I need your support. Please subscribe to our channel to get more such videos and don't forget to like, share and post your comments. So let's start. Here I am taking some papers from my old books. I always try to reuse my most in A4 size. You can take any paper which is available with you. Now we want to fold it into half of its size. We don't need any tools for this purpose, just our hand is enough. Like this, you want to fold all paper. This size is known as A5. And put one paper in another to make a bundle. Like this, I made more than 5 bundles. Each bundle consists of 5 sheets, that is, so each contains 10 papers, total 50 papers. You can take any number of paper you want. You can color your paper on edges or whole using tea dye or symbol dye technique. Detailed video of tea dye will be posted soon on our channel. Now we can place this paper where we want. I want this in front page. This is totally an optional thing. I just want it, so I am placing it. If you don't want, no need of this. Okay, let's move on to the next item. Next, we want cardboard for our front cover. This is a cutout from our normal cardboard box. It is easily available in the local shops and markets. For professional use, you can use this. This is called chipboard, which is available in different GSM. This is of 600 GSM 1. You can get it in different colors, black, grey, etc. According to your prefer, you can select this. It is just for getting a professional look, but we can use cardboard instead of that, and it is very much cheap and available. For making the cover page, we need 3 pieces: front, back and middle one. Okay, next we want to cover this. For that purpose, I am using an old cotton cloth. Actually, this is a saree of my granny. You can use any clothes or pattern papers for covering the journal. As it is a DIY video, I am using an old cloth. You can use any clothes for covering this according to your will. You can also use shirt piece for covering it. This is an old shirt of my brother. I will upload more journal photos using these clothes on my Instagram. Its link is in the description. Just follow it to get more updates. I don't want to use this white cloth as it is, so I cut out some pieces and dyed it. This is using the symbol dye technique known as tie-dye technique. I have some patterns drawn it, but it's not that much visible in the camera. I use natural acrylic color and food color for this purpose. You can use any color. I use an apple green and chocolate brown for dyeing this. You can use normal food color for this purpose. Next we want some scissors. Of course, without scissors, how can we cut this much beautiful part? And as I cut it all major parts, I don't need that much scissors in this entire video. Next thing, we want brushes for applying glue. I take 2 brushes for applying the glue and some tools. This is scoring tool, mainly known as mandala tool, and we can use this for scoring purpose. This is a detailing knife. You can use this for cutting more detailing. As the whole binding is going with stitching, I need a needle for stitching. You can take any needle size you have. Then I need a nylon thread. You can take any thread, but never take a tailoring thread because it is very thin. And next thing we want is a masking. As I don't have a masking tape, I am taking a medical tape. If you don't have a tape, don't worry, you can skip this step. Next thing we want is glue. I am taking Fevicol MR. You can take any school glue. Say, this is my granny's old saree. I cutted the border part from it. Just I want to reuse everything. So these are the major things we need. By the end of the video, you will come to know what can we skip. You can skip any steps you want. By the way, I will say all steps clearly on the video, so you can skip whatever steps you want. I'm taking an L-shaped cardboard to make my markings. If you have extra cardboard, you can make this, or just use pen and pencil for marking. This is how I use this L-shaped cardboard for marking. So we can get each and every paper and equal measurements. Using a pencil or needle, you can mark like this. I marked 4 points on my paper. Follow the markings. Through this marking, we are going to poke our needles. I'm using a needle for mark the holes, so it will make my work more easier. Like this. Make all other 4 bundles like this. It's ready for stitching. So let's tie this paper. As I said earlier, I'm using a nylon thread. I made a small knot on its end so it will not come out of the needle. You can also cut out this extra part. Just follow my stitching. I'm starting from the back and take it out through another end. In this part, I'm using a small hack to make my binding more stronger. I'm placing a piece of cloth. This is a border. You can use nylon cloth if you are doing it professionally, which is available in the market. I'm just using this border and tying it along with the paper. Make sure it is in the place. Let's continue stitching through another hole like this. I'm placing one more cloth piece. Tie it like what we done before. Let's add a knot so that all 3 things will remain connected to each other. So let's remove the extra part of the thread. Don't forget to tie it. Let's add another page by tying it like this so we can connect both the booklets. Do the same thing here and every bundle. This is the end result. If you want, remove this cloth or just keep it. If you want more tight, then you can just do this. Using a binding clip, you can hold this paper very tight so we can apply the glue. You can use a brush for applying the glue. Then we can place this border piece. You can use binding cloth instead of this. If you don't have, use this technique. Secure the border piece. For more support, we can secure this all together. Apply one more coat of glue above this, which make it more stronger. So let's make the cover page. This is how to assemble it. You can directly cover this cardboard with this cloth, and then you can put this binded paper in it. But I am using this masking tape to secure this. You can follow your own step, this or this. First, secure this middle part, then add the back part. Don't forget to add small space on it, then only you can fold this easily. Then we can add the front cover part. Before adding this, make sure that it is in a single line. After that, add one more masking tape over it. Like this, we can cover both front and back with masking tape and secure a binding. Then we can cover this with this cloth. Apply glue on the front part, then stick it on the cloth. If you want some textures, you can make it like this. Then glue all the parts. After gluing, cut out the ends like this. By using glue, stick this piece. Normal glue is enough to stick this. Don't need of any fancy glue. If you have fabric glue, you can use this. If not, no need. You can also use stitching for securing this. Okay, this is ready now. Let's add this paper to this binding. Start sticking it with cloth part. If you want to add any charm, any thread, any covering our book, you can add here. After that, we can paste this paper here so that part will be covered up. It will give more strength to our book. If you want, you can add one more paper so it will be covered very much. And now our book is ready. The pages are all set to use. You can decorate your cover as you need, and it's ready to use. If you like this tutorial, please don't forget to like our video and also subscribe our channel because it gives us more energy to continue. Thank you for watching. See you soon on another video.